So today's video is going to be all about the dark side of where boundary dysfunctions show up in our behaviors and our feelings and where things actually don't work. So the pain points of boundary dysfunction, I'm just going to read you a list and let you just listen and go, yep, nope, whatever it is that comes up for you. So one of the places that it shows up with others is that there's chronic people pleasing, saying yes out of obligation or guilt, not being aware of what other people's boundaries are and showing up as a bully or dominating or being right a lot, feeling that you don't deserve to say no, and when you do, feeling guilty if you do, feeling miserable at family gatherings. Also, if you're navigating currently or have navigated in your life abusive or dysfunctional relationships in your home or at work, they could have lasting, very difficult symptoms and things that we need to navigate. If our boundaries have been violated by others, it's pretty hard to tell where ours are and where another's begin. Chronic feelings that other people's needs and desires are more important than your own. What else? Codependent behaviors, like taking care of everyone else before you take care of yourself. Cutting people out, avoiding them, ghosting the people in your life that you actually care about and want to have relationships with, but that you just can't handle the conflict, or there's something there that has you stuck. A lack of awareness around where your boundaries are. And finding yourself or others around you getting chronically passive-aggressive, not being direct, not being clear. These are some of the boundary dysfunctions that happen within our relationships. Where boundaries dysfunction happen around our career and our health, our entrepreneurs, our families, chronic patterns of getting overtired and or overwhelmed, getting burned out and have lost your joy. Like, where was the joy, the passion that had you start these big projects at the very beginning? If you're losing that, there's a boundary needs to be set someplace. That there are dysfunctions around time. Are you on time? Do you know how long projects will take? Are you rigid and judgmental if other people are a little squishy there? What is your relationship to time? Boundary issue. Little or no balance between family and work. Not prioritizing your self-care. Serving chronically, again, from an empty cup, just trying to pull it out and do the best you can, versus when we're all filled up and we're serving and giving and leading from a full cup. It's a fundamentally different energy. If you're chronically tired and empty, it's a boundary dysfunction. Other symptoms have to do with believing the narrative of your itty-bitty committee, that their self-criticism takes over, that you're feeling like a doormat or an imposter, that there's chronic resentment, conflict, blaming, feeling victim-y or feeling badly about yourself. These are all some of the symptoms of boundary dysfunction. And the reason why I'm leading the boundary rehab group is because this is a place where we all could use more skill. It's a place where we can create the safety for ourselves, for the others in our lives, so that there are conversations and connections and ways of being with each other that are fundamentally different. It creates safety, it creates more freedom of expression, freedom from guilt, freedom from overdoing, and it ultimately creates much more happiness, which is why this is a core offering for the Entrepreneurial Happiness Hours. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to send more out soon.